Well, joining us on set now is Chester Venhuizen, and Carol, let me just tell you, because this is your first time to me, as our guest host today. Chester Venhuizen is a farmer.
Okay.
He has a farm and family about an hour from our studios here, and he has, through the years, been a faithful farmer, not only with what he does here in Ontario, but he represents Crossroads with farming projects in places like Kenya and Uganda. And those of you that are familiar with our Crossroads Relief and Development, many of you have given and helped sponsor what we do. You know Chester well, but some of you may be like Carol and not be acquainted with him. Chester, you are great. I just enjoy seeing you. It's wonderful building a relationship with you. How long have you been engaged with us? How many years now?
8 years, John.
8 years. And you have been involved in a lot of different projects. You were with us just a few weeks ago, and then you disappeared, and you went to Turkana.
That's right,
where
Kenya.
we've been involved in projects, with water projects for a number of years. I'm going to stop, and you just give us an update as to what's going on. We'll stop maybe and ask a few questions along the way, but just let her fly, and we'll look at some pictures with you.
We've been promising for a long time, John, that we would give some updates on the developments on the ground. And I just came back from Kenya. And what we've seen is the very first farm, 36-acre farm, that is now up and running. And that means that water is flowing to 120 gardens, 360 families. So 3 families per garden for the time being are busy planting seeds. Seeds have been distributed, tools, hoses, and people are actually irrigating their crops. And we've got some pictures this morning, or today, to share with you as well. And it's very exciting. The people are really pumped. This is the first of 10 farms. We've got 9 more to go, John, Carol. And you know, there's a cost attached to it as well, of course. We're so grateful, though, and we wanted our viewers today just to know that their investment has really begun to pay off.
One of the things that I've appreciated about the ministry since I've had an opportunity to be a part of it on a full-time basis is how Crossroads Relief and Development follows up and brings updates as to what's going on. So maybe what we should do is just go to some pictures, and we'll have them on the screen. Folks can look at it at home, and you can make comment on what we're seeing. Go ahead.
There we have the hose distribution. People are given hoses, 180 feet of hose for each quarter-acre garden, and they were just very excited. As you can see, the Turkana are very colorful, unique people. These are some of the gardens that are already starting to produce crops. They started planting in November, Carol, and we see people busy planting kale, what they call it sukuma wiki. There I am, actually shot of myself, teaching one of the ladies who's actually handicapped. You can't see her in the picture, but showing them how to make horizontal contour trenches so that the water stays in the trenches and it just doesn't all go all over the place. And because water is at a premium here, even though we're pumping it from the ground, we still need to really conserve water. And here's a lady that's watering her garden, and she's so happy. In fact, she was borrowing everybody else's hoses as well. So she was like borrowing hoses from other gardens, and so she got a little upset with me when I took one of her hoses to kind of do some demonstration because she wanted to water her crops.
So Chester, this represents 360 different families that have now access to water and are growing.
360 of 1,275 families.
So we've got a way to go.
We have a ways to go still. That's correct. And here's corn that's almost ready to be harvested. Now this corn is being grown in the Turkana Desert. You can see how fertile the soil is there. All it needed was water.
So I was going to ask you, do they plant the same things that you would plant here, or do you give them different kinds of seeds?
We give them the seed that they want, you know, that they're used to. So it's corn, it's sorghum, watermelons, and cowpeas. Those are the basic crops right there.
All right, so Chester, let's talk about the reality. All of that has with it, behind it, donations that people have given, and people want to continue to give. So just what are some segments of funds that it costs for us to be able to do some of these things, so we can go from the 300 toward the 1,200?
That's right. In fact, it's about $1,200 to equip a family. Actually, $120,000 to get one farm up and running. One farm. That's a 36-acre farm.
All right.
So, you know, as people continue to get behind this project, you know, we're going to see more and more families be able to plant seed and be able to grow crops and be self-sufficient, food sufficient.
Oh, here's
food secure.
Food secure, and we'll keep you posted. Here's what we need you to do. Would you please take the enthusiasm we have here with our friend Chester? Would you please just share in that enthusiasm, and let's send him back with more tools and with more seed, and make sure that we get what they need there. Now here's what we do if you're new to us. We do all of this because we love Jesus Christ and we want to help people who are struggling. We do all of this out of the love of God. And what happens is we add value to these people's lives, and they're never the same. And when we have the opportunity to be with them, we share that love and that gospel, and they beautifully respond. Chester,
That's right, John.
You are the best. I hope you'll come back again and again. I'm sorry we're running out of time.
Yeah.
But we have a phone number on the screen. We want you to call, donate, or you can go online at crossroads.ca and make a secure online donation. This is Chester Venhuizen. He's one of our heroes here. We love and appreciate you very, very much.
It was great to meet you.
Can I shake your hand?
Yes.
Let me shake your hand.
Yes.
This is my farmer friend. God bless you.